Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mona Ajadi. I'm from tawakkuleducation.com. Are you concerned about August anxiety? Are you a Muslim homeschooler, either in the UK or in the UAE? Or are you thinking to move from the UK to the UAE? Inshallah, we will be conducting a series of YouTube videos, inshallah, which we hope will help you, will be of benefit to you. There are many families now who are going through August anxiety, and they're feeling like, oh my goodness, am I going to be enough for my children? What do I do with curriculum? What do I do with socialization? Is it sort of like, it could be too much for me? I'm not going to be able to handle it. I'm not enough for my children. I just want to go through these points for you, inshallah, and I hope you'll find this video helpful. Just to let you know a little bit about myself, alhamdulillah, I'm a UK trained teacher. Alhamdulillah, my first degree was in psychology, where I focused on child development. I also studied for the PGCE, which is the UK Teacher Training Certificate for teaching children from 5 years old all the way up to 11 years old in schools in the UK. And alhamdulillah, I completed my master's degree in educational leadership. So alhamdulillah, I have an academic background when it comes to education, when it comes to educational psychology and educational leadership. And also alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us, alhamdulillah. May Allah protect us and protect you. We have been blessed with 8 children, alhamdulillah, who are 6 of whom are now adults, alhamdulillah. And we are now homeschooling the second generation, alhamdulillah, by working with our grandchildren right now, alhamdulillah. So because of the fears and tears that I've had along my homeschooling journey over the past 30 years, I wanted to be able to be there for you. If you're feeling very nervous, very anxious at this time of year, if you're seeing like there's been a huge campaign around people registering for schools, new schools opening up, which curriculum, your friends, your peers, your cousins, your relatives are asking about your children's education. What's the plan? What's the books? What are you doing? The children are wondering. There's a lot of pressure on you. If you're feeling this way, inshallah, I want you to have a think about the points that I'm going to mention in this video, inshallah, and I hope you do find them useful, inshallah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Today we're going to be looking at Muslim homeschool parents' anxiety during the month of August. This is something very, very normal. It happens every year. Even though I've homeschooled my children for 30 years, every August I still have the same concern about schools and should I be putting them back in school, and then I'd spend some time going online and checking which school would be appropriate, which school fees can we afford, would my children fit into the school system, would they be able to take the assessments, would they be good enough, would they be able to fit in with all the friends and the school culture after being homeschooled for a while. I had many questions. Was I falling behind? Were my children at the right level? So many questions that I was going through, and so I kept thinking about school at this time of year. The first point I would like to address is this fear of not being enough, and thinking about, okay, we need to rely on school because the school is kind of like our default, it's our backup. If we're not able to do it, the school can do it. They've got trained professionals, they've got all the books, the resources, they've got the materials, they've got the structure. They've been doing this for a long time and I don't know what I'm doing. So that's what many parents think, that schools know best. We're not trained professionals as parents, and the schools can provide all that security for us and inshallah give our children a structured path that we don't need to worry too much about. The school knows exactly what they're doing. They're professionals in it. However, I would like to say that for myself, I actually went back to train to be a school teacher in the UK after my 4th child was born. And what I saw in the classroom, what I saw in the staff room, what I saw having meetings with the principal, and whether that be in the UK or in the UAE, I did see a lot of things that made me question my belief that schools knew everything. The one thing I do want to point out is that particularly schools in the UAE, there's a lot of constant turnover with staff. Every year there's new teachers coming in. They're not always trained teachers. Some of them may be trained from different countries. They may not be trained to teach the curriculum that they may be offering. So if the school is offering a UK curriculum, they may not necessarily be trained in the UK curriculum. I know this personally because I had to train the teachers in the school I was working with. None of them had gone to the UK, and none of them had actually taught in the UK. I was the only fully qualified UK trained teacher in the faculty of, we had about 15 to 20 teachers from year 1 to year 6. So not all teachers are trained in the UK system, even though the school may be offering a British curriculum. You may want to go and talk to the school, ask them about the teachers if that's something of concern to you. But if you're thinking about homeschooling, I want you to think that the fact that even if you're not trained in the UK curriculum, you can receive some training through our videos, inshallah, that I'm going to be putting out for you, inshallah. As we have training for teachers, why don't we have training for homeschool teachers? And if you are a homeschool parent who would love to train or to teach your children yourself, inshallah, I'm going to be putting out a set of parent training videos for you, inshallah, so that you can actually become confident as a homeschool parent teacher, inshallah. Okay, the fear about the children being left behind, inshallah, once you go through these training videos, inshallah, you'll actually develop in confidence and you won't feel that your child's falling behind. And what is this concept of falling behind anyway? It's really developed by the school system. And your child may be a year ahead in English, they may be a year behind in math. And so where would the school place them? Where would the school place them? At least for you, you'd be able to get a book that would be able to take them forward with English, and they'd be able to do some extra work with math, and they wouldn't be necessarily falling behind in the system. Okay, so when it comes to homeschooling, you may be just starting out in homeschooling, and you may see all these amazing homeschoolers around you, and they may be so organized, and they've been doing this for years. They have their set curricula, they've got all their books, they've got their classroom set up, they may be so well organized, and you think, oh, I can't do this. And I have actually come across some parents who have taken other courses, some homeschooling courses with some other organizations that they may be questionable organizations. I'm not sure if those teachers who were teaching the homeschool courses were actually trained teachers themselves. But the graduates of some of those courses are coming out and saying, I can't do the homeschooling after attending a homeschool training course. Kind of defeats the point, really. But inshallah, through the training courses that Tawakkul Education will be putting out, inshallah, it will help you to develop in confidence that you can actually go ahead and teach your children the way that teachers will teach your children as if they are in school. And I can say that because alhamdulillah, I'm trained as a school teacher, but I definitely do believe that if you get a few of these skills and you start implementing a few of these skills, inshallah, you'll give your children, if not the same, better, you will be giving them better education at a fraction of the cost if you're able to teach them at home, inshallah. Okay, the teacher training courses, inshallah, that we will be putting out will also be dealing with planning and curriculum and things like that, inshallah. So please stay tuned for the upcoming videos, inshallah. Any fears you have, fears of burning out, if you're finding it overwhelming, if you're finding that there's too many resources online, where do I go? What do I look at? Where do I start? Do I do British curriculum, American curriculum, IB, French curriculum, Russian curriculum, Egyptian curriculum, Indian curriculum? There are so many different curriculums out there, and where do you start? And it's very easy to look at people and say, oh, I'll just copy what someone's doing, but that doesn't necessarily work with your children. You've got to look at your own particular lifestyle, your own particular budget, look at your own children, what are their interests and how do they like to learn. So inshallah, in the future videos that we'll be putting out, you'll be actually seeing how you can actually have a very calm approach to your homeschooling program, inshallah. One thing I would like to say at this point, inshallah, is focus on yourself rather than your children. I know it's August, I know that there's only a few weeks left before September starts, and all the schools are enrolling right now, and you think, oh my goodness, if I don't enroll, my child's going to miss out, it's going to ruin their educational career, and if they want to go to university, they need 12 years of schooling certificate, and if they don't go to school this year, they'll miss out on a year, and so many of these fears come through. But just please take some time for yourself, and just really focus on yourself, and you want to really go back into your salah, go back into your ibadah, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide you, because Your children have been given to you as a gift, as an amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not put a schedule that, okay, September every year you need to be boom, 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 get started, open your books September 1st, you should have your books ready, you should have all your resources ready, you should have your curriculum going, and you know, you need to really get on and start teaching from day one. That's not necessarily the case. You have some time to organize, some time to plan, and your homeschooling is going to be based on your aura. So if you are projecting an aura of confidence, of passion for your homeschooling, your children are going to pick up on that. If you're going to be projecting an aura of, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just kind of scrambling, and the children are listening to you talking on the phone that you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to invoke any confidence in your children. So inshallah, I would like to help you along your journey, inshallah. Please stick with us at tawakkuleducation.com. If you are really concerned and you'd like to talk to us directly, you are welcome to click on the link down in the comments, inshallah. You can book a consultation with us and you can tell us exactly what your family's going through. If you would just like to have a general set of training videos, inshallah, you'll get that from what we're going to be releasing, inshallah, over the next few weeks and months, inshallah. Or if you are looking for any form of private tutoring, if you would like to have us teach your children English, math, science, any subjects, inshallah, we are open to teaching from the age of 5 years old all the way up to 16. Alhamdulillah, we have UK trained teachers with us, and we are all from a homeschooling background, so our philosophy is very different to the online schools that you may find, that they put a mass of children in one class, just like if they were in a physical school. They do the same thing with an online school. They'll have maybe 15-20 children in one class, and I know that because my children attended online school. At Tawakkul Education, alhamdulillah, we are actually homeschoolers, and we want to help homeschoolers, and we want to try to personalize the teaching as much as possible. So we focus really on personal tuition, but we also offer group tuition if that's what you'd like for your children. So khair, please stick with us, inshallah. Please like, share and subscribe, and if you have any particular topics you'd like us to cover for our training videos, inshallah, do let me know, inshallah, in the comments below, and inshallah we'll do our best to provide you with free education, free training videos that will help you to be able to educate your children your way. Alright, jazakallah khairan, have a great day, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.